faith and diversity at Shenandoah University is quite unique. While we are a United Methodist affiliated university, we honor and respect people of all faiths. So we honor our Muslim brothers and sisters, our Jewish brothers and sisters, Buddhists, Hindu, atheists. We really respect everybody across the spectrum, and we hope to learn from each other. We hope to have a chance to dialogue about what we believe and why we believe it. And then we think that that doesn't hurt us. We think that if we're confident in our faith, that actually strengthens our faith instead of weakens it.
Faith and diversity is important in Shenandoah because I feel the main mission statement for Shenandoah and for us is to be a global citizen. And we won't be able to be a global citizen if we don't learn about different faith and different culture.
One of the good things about diversity of faith at Shenandoah University is the opportunity to allow you to be who you are. You're free to practice your faith, but you're also free not to have any faith. And so even though the principles that undergird Shenandoah University within its Methodist tradition about doing good, those are universal aspects to any faith tradition. And you can come here and practice that. And I, for one, as a religious minority, I felt very welcomed and embraced here at the university without it being a big deal.
My decision to come to Shenandoah was based on the faith diversity. I did ask the people in missions and people in spiritual life if there are other Jewish students on campus, or if because it's a Methodist affiliated school, if it welcomes other faiths, and it does, and there are other Jewish students on campus, and there's a great synagogue in town also for me to go to for services, and that also heavily influenced my decision for Shenandoah.
I believe that faith diversity is so important here at Shenandoah and in life as a whole, as it gives us a better ability to interact with other individuals if we kind of understand the background to which that they're approaching conversations in life. I think it's important to recognize the differences that we do have and have some sort of basis of understanding about other faiths so that we can navigate those differences and just cooperate in the most effective ways possible.
We have worship services that are interfaith worship services. Our Martin Luther King Day of Remembrance is an interfaith worship service. Our baccalaureate service is an interfaith worship service where we have scriptures read from different holy traditions. And then we celebrate the fact that we're unified in a bunch of different ways. We all believe in justice in one form or another.
Even though we are different, and even though we are such a diversity in here, but I feel like in Shenandoah, we find similarities between that diversity, that differences, and that's the good thing that I like about. I have conversation with different professors, different teachers, and then we talk about how different we are, but at the end we always find something similar in there, and that's so beautiful.
Now, I'm a practicing Muslim, and so no one said, oh, you have to be Christian, or you have to be this, or you have to be that, but they saw that I was trying to do well and do good. And so thereby it made me feel very welcomed here.
Okay, given what's going on here and across the world, it's important that Shenandoah does promote interfaith engagement because one of the first paths to peace is working well together and working well with people that you wouldn't usually work with under normal circumstances. And I think that's something that we at Shenandoah can teach people around the world, is that we are a place where people of different faiths come together to work together for a common good.
It's so important to educate our students and to give the students at Shenandoah an opportunity to experience religious diversity, as that's the reality of the world. Religion informs everyone's decisions, whether they are cognizant of that or not. Their beliefs that they have about the world, how it was made, how it operates, if there is a God or isn't a God, all of that goes into their daily decisions. And I think we can see that now. A lot of conversations right now in the news and in the media can really be drawn back to religious diversity.
What is the values that are represented in your actions? And if your actions are to do all the good you can, in all the ways that you can, all the people that you can, that transcends any particular faith tradition.
At commencement and at convocation, we use a benediction that is associated with John Wesley. We believe he said it. We don't have it written down anywhere, but do all the good you can to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. A lot of those ideas are who we are as United Methodists, but we don't force people to be of a particular faith. We value their faith where they are. That's the difference between a lot of religious affiliated schools and a United Methodist affiliated school. So we value who people are, but yet we do have an underlying United Methodist theology in what we do.
This is a place where everyone can be who they want to be.